This is Public Gospel, everything related to the gospel by Eduardo Tejeda. Recently, I was making a live video, but the Wi-Fi is too bad. I apologize for this. Since the day of yesterday, the communication and the talking probably from now on in this ministry will be in English language. Okay? All the situations are pointing to make it this way in English. Okay? So probably I will be mixing with the Spanish. Okay, I will tell you a little of me and my current life in Saudi Arabia. As many of you know, right now I am located and living, but not working anymore in Saudi Arabia. I have been here almost 3 months. What a 3 months in my life. Every area of my life has been affected being here. Omar Osuna, God bless you. Good morning. Buenos días, hermano. Every part of my life has been affected for being here. Now I understand why this area of the world is so intense. This is the center of the world, Middle East. Here is where everything started. The Sumerian civilization started here. The world started here. Okay, everything happened here. Everything happens here, and everything that happens here affects, and this is amazing. This affects, everything happens here affects outside Middle East in some point, in some reason. I have been here almost 90 months. I was hired for a restaurant operation company. In some moment, I will say names for sure. Name of the company, location, images, name of people who administrate and operate this company. You know, the main word of God to me, in my heart, in my mind, is don't be afraid of them, son of man. Don't be afraid of them. And I really am recovering myself after very, very hard days, terrible days here. The working conditions are very bad, you know. I don't know at what point ministry and work will get involved in some way. I'm not sure. I don't know when. I hope not. Okay. What I wish right now is going home. I want to go home. Yesterday, I went to the Embassy of Mexico here in Riyadh. Very nice people. We had a talking. You know, they ask you what you want. You want to stay? You want the working conditions get better? I said probably yes. I like Middle East. I like to be here, you know. And I asked to the consular, a very young man from Mexico City, by the way, what's the other option? He said the company has to pay your flight back to Mexico. They have to pay your pending salary, and they had to pay the exit visa. So I said, well, I would like the working conditions get better. He was very humble, very realistic. He looked to my eyes and he said, most of all the cases, the working conditions don't work. Saudi companies are complicated. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, this is not personal. I tell you this because the day I went to speak with the human resources people in Riyadh, They took it. They don't listen out of context. The only thing they were saying, I was asking, when can I receive my salary? Why the conditions are not okay? The only thing I listened from this lady, it was, why you judge me? Why you judge me? Why you judge me? And I was like, I'm not judging you, lady. What's wrong with you? I'm not judging you. I don't even know you. I'm talking about the behavior of the company. It's not happening in Mexico. They are like not humble, They have resources. They are citizens, local people. They have money. I'm a foreigner. The embassy filed a report. Officially, I'm a Mexican citizen in a vulnerable situation. What is this? The reason is very simple. I am illegal. Can you believe it? I am illegal in Saudi Arabia. I cannot leave the country, but I am illegal. I don't have a bank account. I don't have Ikama, which is the residence card. I don't have medical insurance. My teeth are hurting. I don't have medical insurance. I have been sick twice, and I don't have medical insurance. Besides all this, there is no contract signed yet. They don't give me contract to work here. Okay? Besides all this, the salary payments are always late. Every time is worst. The payment for December salary, they pay it on 2nd or January 3rd. The payment for January, they pay it on the February 9th. The payment for February, they pay it on March 15 days later. The payment for March is going to be on April 27. Now, what they say is that things are going to get better. But I don't see it that way. They continue opening restaurants, but punishing the workers. They feel with some, because they provide a bed, very well made, as you can see. But I cannot do my bed and go to pay to McDonald's for a hamburger with. I did my bed. I don't have money, but I did my bed. I tell you this because these people uses a lot manipulation with motivation to avoid negativity in people. So they stop you to provide your opinion and to express yourself. That's not motivation. That's manipulation. That's the opposite. And they use these examples of, as you can see, do your bed. You will become a better person if you do your bed. It's a good habit that we all do it since very young. I do my bed since I was 14, 15 years. It's not something new. Probably some of them discovered this habit when they were older, but I've been doing my bed since I was 15, 16 years, Those type of situations are happening right now here. Working conditions are very bad. The problem is that they don't see it that way. You are seen like a slave. There is no dignity on this. I am illegal. I don't have work. They suspended me on the system. Look how they smart and clever in a bad way they are. They didn't tolerate my voice, my message, I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't insult. I was not aggressive, but I was not quiet. And I understand that makes feel uncomfortable to a lot of people. It's okay. It's their problem. It's not my problem. But they took it personal. They blocked me in system. I cannot go and check in to the any of the restaurants I was available to work because I'm blocked in system. So that way they don't pay me any more salary. They suspended me, but they are delaying to provide my flight back to Mexico. They are delaying to provide my visa. They don't answer my emails. They don't answer WhatsApp. These people is hard. You know that the profile of a human resources manager, it has to be a little cold and not so friendly. I understand that. We all understand that. But imagine that in an Arabic person that doesn't speak English, or at least doesn't speak English as you, not as me. I don't speak good English. That's what they said to me here. Beside all the conditions here, in an international brand French restaurant training that is going to open here, a person whose working position, and nationality is Uzbek, from Uzbekistan, insulted me, calling me asshole. He was giving examples of emotional intelligence, and he said, let's, for example, say that you are an asshole. I looked to his eyes and I said, what? What did you say? Don't play the smart guy with me, man. I know what are you talking about. I will say, fuck you, you're a fucking idiot. I already understand that I committed the mistake to act like him. I became similar, the same to him. But, these type of situations, you cannot be using that language, that behavior in an international brand restaurant training. This is the people that is working here. The answer to all these people, it was from my side, was why you are not standard. Why don't you follow the standard? Don't play the radical manager, motivational, using explicit language. Of course, they don't tolerate it. I understand that. Sometimes I like to be on this side, saying the truth, speaking the truth, it has a price. The price is to be rejected, and sometimes to be alone. It's okay for me. Even if my soul is crying, even if my heart is crying, even if I don't feel so good, it's okay for me. But this is the truth. That's happening right now here. That is happening right now here. I have been praying, I have been reading, I have been recording videos, I have been writing, I have been speaking with my mother. She is worried. Look the situation. I am not from here. I am illegal in a Middle East Muslim country. The company and the people who works in the company is committing abuse, working abuse. Right now, for example, they don't provide, even if they know that I'm foreigner, they are not providing my daily meals, my daily food. Because they provide it in the restaurants. But guess what? I cannot go to work because I am suspended in system. Are they providing the food here? No. I am taking care of that. Now, say this Middle East, this Saudi company, to me and all the people here, I want you to know that here in this building live 500 employees without salary. Every month is the same. They delay days. This was a 27 delay. That's abuse. That's insulting. That's unrespectful. Hostile. That's aggressive. 500 people here without salary. This company and the people who owns it and direct it, Saudi people probably, and I mean the person, the people, not the nationality. Okay, I love the country, I love the people, I have met good friends, Muslims, Saudis, Christians, Catholics, all nationalities. It's not the nationality, it's the people. Okay? Behavior that is making this. They say that as they provide a bed, as they provide station, as they provide air conditioning, as they provide the payment of the working visa, which expired already, I'm illegal, they pay the flight from Mexico to here. They feel with the right to say, we support you. How can you do this to us? How can you say that to us? How can you speak that to us? But being very, very clear and honest, I cannot take those words, arguments, and go and buy food now here. In front of the place I live, there is a Herfi. It's something like McDonald's. Not in quality, McDonald's is good. Herfi is a little cheaper, but it's still good, acceptable. I cannot go to front desk and say to the guy in the restaurant, I will pay you with apologies because the company apologizes. The company pays to me with apologies. I cannot do that, Everything here has been wrong. I'm not sure if it was a mistake coming here. I think I came here to improve in so many things and learning very, very hard lessons. I tell you this from my heart. I will never be the same after this. Okay? I have been my life, in my spirit, in my soul, in my body. I will always have some scars that I will take proudly and humble, mainly to the Lord. But I will never be the same. That is happening here right now. Faith has been tasted. Faith has been applied. Without faith in Jesus the Christ, probably I would not be on my feet. In a mysterious way, the communication of this ministry started to become in English language since yesterday. I was speaking in Spanish and suddenly I started to speak in English. I know English, but I was not sure. For many years, I was not sure if I could speak in front of a camera about gospel, philosophy, religion, politics. But now I know that I can do it. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. I try to keep away of the anxiety. I don't speak with too much people. There are some Mexicans here too. The day of yesterday, also for mention it, I went to the Mexican embassy. They asked me if there were more Mexicans here. I said yes. They asked me why they don't come. I don't know, As the personalities of people working here who don't want to complain. I don't know. I don't know why they don't complain, Me, I am being myself, my person, my name, what I represent, the image I'm generating, providing here to these people, Saudi and the administration of the company, directors, everybody. It's the radical, rebel, socialist, anarchist, person. It's okay, I don't care. It's their opinion, it's not mine. But with their opinions, I cannot pay food, And I cannot send money to my son in Mexico. I have to provide a child support. Those things, this company do not consider. Do not consider. Do not care. Fake empathy. Fake empathy. When I listen to the managers, to the general managers who manage the restaurants of this company, what I hear is fake empathy. Fake empathy. They don't care. They don't give a damn of us, of people. Fake empathy. People who only work for the salary because they get paid. I'm very sure they get paid. And the offices, human resources administration, purchasing, logistics, government relations, public relations, marketing, development, I'm very sure they get paid. And the difference of salaries is very big. If I have the salary of a development director, I would not complain for, I don't know, 3-4 months. My salary can support me for 3 or 4 months. But our salaries, my salary, for example, is very low here. And there's people who has salaries even worse. I'm tired of all this. I really want to go home. I really want to go to Mexico, and I'm returning very soon. I'm very sure of that. It's a shame, but it has to be this way. You cannot be quiet. You cannot defend what cannot be defended. There is a proverb in Bible, Protestant Bible, Jewish Bible, any Bible, Catholic Bible, Proverbs 24:24. He who calls fair to the unfair, the people will curse him, and the people would abhor him. This situation, this company, these people has made me feel bitterness in my heart, in my mind, in my body. I'm very sure they will feel the same someday. And they will remember how they were defending what cannot be defended. That's hypocrisy, That's hypocrisy. I understand that the company is the one that hires you, but you cannot be so blind, because if we go to the bottom of this, who really is important is the customer, And of course, I'm very sure that if a customer, a normal person, a family man, a worker, any customer would know that the company is punishing employees, he or she will not be agreeing with that. Probably the name of the company needs to be affected more. Right now, the name of the company is affected, is polluted, is shamed in an internal way inside with employees. Probably they are so proud, so hard, so abusive, so sober, so that they need to be affected outside the company. Probably the name of the company needs to be or requires to be ashamed outside with people, with customers. Now, the people here in Saudi Arabia, man, I tell you something, they keep everything secret. There is an excessive and not positive thinking, mentality, way to do the things. They keep everything in secret. They commit a of being discreet in excess. In my personal opinion, and this is my opinion, that is not okay, That is not okay. You need to communicate, you need to speak, you need to listen, you need to read, You require to receive a feedback from somebody in your life to grow up, to develop yourself as a human being, as a person in all parts of your life, from financial to mental, spiritual, personal, marital, friendship, social, civil, any part of your life. You need to receive a feedback to grow up. Here, the Saudi society is not available for that. It's not available to listen. It's not available to read. It's not available to receive a feedback. They are not wide open to grow up. They commit abuse on keeping everything secret. And I read that in Quran. That is stated in Quran. You know? If somebody has a sin, they keep it in private. I understand that expression, you know? I know there are some things that you will not say. Everybody of us know that. And I think it will be healthier that way. But, you know, when you try to hide what is not okay, I understand that there, as human being, there should be shame, you know, fear, humbleness, anguish, anxiety. I understand that sometimes you don't say what you did in the present because probably some other depends on your testimony. I understand that, you know. But here the people keep secret, not because they are ashamed. It's because they are not even afraid, because they are proud, sober. They abuse of discretions. And if you live in that standard, everything that comes out of that standard will be something negative. See, that's what the company here has been doing. They speak a lot of motivation. You know those videos you see on YouTube, Facebook, a male voice speaking, quoting videos of Andrew Tate, Conor McGregor, David Goggins, Tony Robbins. Many people, you know, people who dedicates their life to inspiration and motivation, you know, for exercise, for doing money, for have abundance, you know, those type of videos. Well, the place I was working, they use a lot of that, you know. But what I have detected is that they do it for fake empathy. They don't care. They don't have genuine empathy, because guess what? I'm a foreigner here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm a foreigner. If I don't move myself and go and buy food or cook for myself, the company is not providing me the daily meals they promised when I was in Mexico, because they have fake empathy. Proud, sober, abuse, hostility, aggressive behavior is being mixed here with business, with working, I'm sorry. They say no, they say don't take it personal, keep it professional, but guess what? They take it very personal. They take it very personal. When I was complaining at the Human Resources Office, the lady who directs that department, totally out of context. She was like, why you complain? Why you are here? Why you are doing question? I was like, what? Excuse me? I'm a human. I'm a foreigner. My questions are working questions. I'm not asking you who you are, where you're from. And I don't even care. The answers they quote is, don't judge, don't judge. I'm not judging anybody. I'm doing questions, I don't receive my salary. Now, I worry salary and all these conditions, working conditions that are not being fulfilled. But I can be without money. But it's not okay. This is more against abuse. Working abuse than the money. I was very affected some days ago, for real. And you know what? Everything started on Thursday evening. It was like the passion of the Christ was happening in my life. Everything started on Thursday evening. Friday was a hell. Praying, crying, recovering myself, facing other situations, personal situations at the same time in my country, and even here. Saturday was quiet, but God, I'm very sure He was here with me, and I did some miraculous prayer. On Sunday, probably I resurrected because I didn't feel good, Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm not saying anything stupid like being Christ or something like that. I'm doing this video because yesterday, speaking with the embassy and some other person on the phone with expertise in international laws, recommended me to record a video speaking about this. And I was like, whoa, of course. I love to speak. I love to be in front of camera, So these are my social media, I can use it, If anything happened to me, because everything can happen. I am in a vulnerable situation status here. I don't even exist here. Legally, I don't exist. So this is something strong. This is something important, And these people don't act friendly. If anything happened to me, please, the people who know me, please, need to contact my mother. Some of you have her information. Okay, the main thing here, what you have to do is contact the Embassy of Mexico in Riyadh. The person in charge is Marcelino Herrera Sanchez. He is a consular. Okay, you need to speak to him. Okay. This is a very, very big city. All what I'm saying here, it doesn't have to be with religion, even if sometimes I think it's that way. Because I have met good Catholics, bad Catholics. I have met very lovely Protestant brothers from other countries. I have met very lovely Muslim people and hostile Muslim people. In this part of my life, religion is not the problem. In this part of my life, I see the problem is man. Okay, the problem is not the Jewish God, the Christian God. The problem is not Allah, the Muslim God. Okay, I know the difference between each of those deities. I know the difference, and I know who is my God. Okay? But the problem here is not religion, is what is inside of people. Because I have met very good Muslim people. Even more good than some Christian people I have met and know. The problem here is, for real, the problem here is what's inside of people. That's the true problem. The routine I'm having is very different. Since they suspended me, they canceled me in system, so I cannot do the fingerprint check-in. So I cannot generate and work, and they don't have to pay me. The behavior they are having right now is hostile. It's aggressive. Those messages are aggressive. I don't trust this company. I don't trust these people. Okay. I really want to leave this country. I really want to go to my country. I'm so tired. I am disappointed of all this. Very, very disappointed. I was making more money in Mexico. Can you believe it? In Mexico, I was able to save in 2 months, not too much money, but 25,000 in 2 months, spending money, going to dinner, going to eat, going out, buying clothes and a lot of vanity things. I was making more money there than here. In some point, the working conditions here are slavery. This is modern slavery. Tell me, please tell me. Would you punish your workers 27 days without salary, knowing that they are foreigners? All religions, including the Bible, defend the immigrant. All the religious literature speak good of the immigrant. You are going to another country because you are looking for good opportunities, wellness, growing. You mess with the immigrant, you mess directly with the Creator. And the reason I'm doing this, speaking in my social media, is to keep myself mentally healthier. Because the routine here is stopped. I get up early, I do prayer, I drink my coffee, I read, I take a shower, I do this. I see it as my work. Probably more than that, Probably more than that. I sent WhatsApp to the people in charge of my return to my country. They ignore me. They leave me in the WhatsApp as reading. They don't answer. The embassy is having an contribution. I don't know how to say it in English. In Spanish is they are going to intervene. No. Erika, God bless you. Erika, Dios te bendiga. Bienvenida. So for mentioning this is public because they did it in public. One of the things they say, why you speak of this? Why you speak of this in public? What do you mean why? And public, they don't mean this. They don't know yet that I have social media. That I have subscribers. This microphone. Okay. Give me one moment. They don't know yet that I have social media with a little or too much followers, subscribers. I don't know. They don't know it. Okay, but they were asking, why you do this public? Why you do this public? Why you speak in public? They were referring to the way I did the separation of the brand the company pays to open here in Riyadh, and the company brought me here and hired me here. They didn't like that difference. The other is a great company. The brand is a great company. The local Saudi people, Saudi company, is not okay. It's not a good company. So they were offended for this. Remember that I speak. This person, a manager of the restaurant, asked me to stand up and speak. I speak. I took the chance. And I did the separation, the verbal separation of the brand and the company here. They were offended. They took me out. They say I'm polluting the atmosphere and people, If all of them want to stay, act as if everything is okay, it's. And I said to them, it's a personal decision. My personal decision is doing this. And the reason I spoke of that in public, and I am doing this in a public way, because they did it. They do it in public. They did in public. They said in public, oh, your salary is going to be late 27 days. They did it in public, your salary is going to be late 15 days. They did it in public, your salary is going to be 9 days late. Month after month is the same. No medical insurance, no residence, I'm illegal, no bank account, no contract, not even working contract. The main fortress I was having in my mind, it was, I want to stay here. Because of the country, because it's very far, another language, another religion, At the end of the day, that is vanity. Something superficial, material. Because things can happen and things can be renegated again. In any part of the world you can do it anyway. Your location, your physical location does not determine the magnitude and the power you can have to make it happen. I'm very sure of that. Okay? But as aforementioned, the main thing, the main fortress, the main issue I was having in my mind, my thinking, it was, I want to stay. But the embassy helped me in getting this clear. The Mexican embassy. Probably working conditions will get better or probably not. Nobody knows. Companies here are complicated, Companies here are complicated. Now, they helped me think on this. Understand that the working conditions are not okay, it's not dignity. They don't have dignity. The working conditions are not okay. There is no dignity. There is working abuse, moral abuse, emotional abuse, psychologist abuse. There is manipulation, Their behavior is aggressive, hostile. So I took the decision to request my flight back, my exit visa, and the salary they have to pay, Right now I am without money. In a Middle East country, without work. The purpose of being here has finished. The purpose of being here has been finished. They act like punishing. The message they provide is you go when we say. The message they provide is you do what we say. The message they provide is that you are the foreigner, we are the local people. My nature, my thinking, my experience, my education, my beliefs, do not allow me to act as the other hypocrites and defend this company. When people do it, sounds like stupid. You cannot defend what is not okay. It goes against God. It goes against nature. You cannot defend the unfair and be stupidly and big blind saying, it's not true, company, it's okay. Do your bet. What is that? What is that, Every month I'm listening the same different message. Same but different. Different but same. Prepare for the worst. Why? The company sometimes say, save your money, don't spend your money, take care of money. Why? As I said it before to some people, if I want to go and spend my money in 1 day, 1 hour, it's my problem. If I want to suffer hungry, thirsty, if I like to ask for lending money, it's my problem. Why the company is saying, prepare for the worst, don't spend your money? Why? It should not be that way. I really take the positive side. I think it's good somebody's warning you, save money, save money, save money, keep the money, don't spend money. I really think that. But when they say it in a positive way, not for a manipulation purpose, they do it for manipulation. They are preparing you psychologically and mentally and emotionally to delay your salary next month. They are humiliating, they are abusing of you. That's what has been happening here. They take financial terms, they take business, financial, money concepts that most of us don't even know. And they provide you superficial explanations, that the money is without cash flow. And at the end of the day, after the moment, any moment, it's not the worker responsibility to understand that and to accept that. You cannot feed your babies, your family. You cannot pay your bills with the company explanations. They are taking or practicing some level of empathy, giving you an explanation, but they do it to avoid responsibility, not because they care, And I really don't like people who act playing the empathy guy. I don't like people who act playing the love, the empathic people, I'm not trained to tolerate that level of hypocrisy. Working business has been mixed with hypocrisy, with hostility, abuse, I'm tired of being here. I'm finished here. Now, the problem here is that the payment of my salary, the payment of my flight back to Mexico, and my exit visa, I don't know how much time is going to delay. So I would like to ask you if you could pray for me. I really need it. These are hard days. I don't feel good. And I know what I have to do. I know I am responsible myself, but I really, in this time, I would appreciate if you could make a prayer for me and for all the people is being affected here. 500 people of employees are here without salary, some of them without legal status, without medical insurance. 500 people. Can you believe it? Of course, in the right moment, I would speak the company name and the names of the people concerning all this, of course, for sure. It's Monday, April 10, 2023. Here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, it's right now 14 hours, 45 minutes. I'm a little hungry. I'm going to eat now. I prepare some breakfast for me in the morning because I stopped the physical suffering and not taking care of me. I stopped it since yesterday. I'm gonna feed myself healthy, good. I will continue with the prayer. I will try some exercise, physical cardio exercise. I recovered that taking care of myself. The Embassy of Mexico is already in contact with me. I am in contact with them. So let's hope this accelerate and be as fast as possible, as soon as possible. I'm very sure that being here changed my life for many reasons, and every part and area of my life has been affected, in a positive or negative way, but it was affected, of course. Now I understand why Middle East is so important. The humanity started here. Everything happened here. This is the center of the earth. Everything that happened here affects outside Middle East, all the continents, America, Europe, Oceania, Asia, Africa. Middle East is part of Asia, but they don't see it that way. They think Middle East is another continent. And I agree with that, Definitely it's not Asia, even when history and geography says that since a long time ago. Okay. Now, I thank you for listening this. Please share, help me sharing this. I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening this. I thank God for allowing me use my tongue and the language in a clear way to express myself is very helpful. Okay. So this is Eduardo Tejeda, Mexican citizen from Riyadh in Saudi Arabia on Monday, April 10, 2023. Thank you very much for watching. This is Public Gospel, everything related to the gospel by Eduardo Tejeda. Thank you and blessings. Bendiciones y gracias. Gracias totales.